It shifted! Hey everyone, I'm Grant and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be swapping out the Ford 6R80 6-speed automatic that I currently have installed in my TJ Wrangler with this unit that I got from a junkyard. Now this unit is a 2011 model. It has 78,000 miles and I got the original torque converter with it. The reason why I'm doing this is I have several faults right now with my current transmission, and the torque converter that I have installed was custom designed for my Kubota V2403, not my BEW TDI. But with all that said, I'm going to move the camera and just start disassembling everything on my current drive line so I can install this new transmission. I've hooked up my engine hoist to the engine because my motor mounts are on the front of the engine. And what I'm trying to prevent is when I disconnect the transmission, the rear of the engine from rotating down. This way I have some control over it, and it will also help me when I go to install the replacement Ford 6R80. The transmission out, I have the torque converter out. Here's the stock torque converter, here's the custom one I had made, and you can immediately tell there's a difference. This is a wider diameter torque converter, which means it's going to produce more torque, and I think that's what's hurting me on this one with this BEW TDI. I think if I was still running the Kubota, this torque converter would work great with that setup. I'm going to switch to this stock torque converter, and because I kind of know where everything needs to go right now, I'm going to go ahead and get the other transmission over here and try to get it up onto my transmission jack, transmission hoist. I think it's a jack. Can't remember which. But I want to go ahead and see if I can't get the new torque converter installed, get it on the hoist, and get it mounted up. This is the part that I dislike the most. This transmission is so big that I have to do some interesting lifting to get it underneath my Jeep. I would not recommend doing this at home. I am only doing this because I have no other way of getting that transmission underneath my Jeep on that hoist. Oh, that is terrifying. Oh. So what I'm doing right now is tilting the transmission forward so I can get it underneath my frame. Okay. There. That's out of the way. Now we get to lower. But that wasn't the hard part. The hard part is going to be getting that transmission to line back up with that engine. All right, everyone. I have the new transmission in. Kind of. It's somewhat in place. So I'm trying to get my cross member reinstalled and the transfer case back on, so everything's being held underneath its own weight. If I can do that, I'm calling it quits. I think it's after 8 o'clock, and I've been going at this since like 11 a.m. this morning. It took a long time to get the pitch and tilt correct on the transmission to get it to bolt up to my adapter. And I don't even have all the bolts in, but I have enough at the moment to get everything else installed. So that's what I'm working on now. All right, let's see if this will hold under its own weight. Well, here's the current situation. It's being supported under its own weight. That's the good news. Bad news is, now that I can see underneath, the drain pan or the transmission pan on this has been crushed. So I'm gonna have to swap it out for the pan that I have on my other transmission. I'm not doing that today. I'm too tired. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. I found my GoPro mount and it's hooked to the frame. So here's what I'm dealing with. I didn't realize when I got this transmission, it has been crushed here and here pretty significantly. And actually now I'm looking at it here too. And the other pan that I have on the original transmission is in perfect shape. So what I'm gonna do now is remove this pan. I'm gonna go ahead and replace the filter in it and everything. It'll let me see inside of it and see how it is. I still need to put all the fasteners on. There we go. I need to put all the fasteners from the transfer case onto the adapter. I have one nut holding it in place right now, and that's holding it, but I need to put the rest of the fasteners on it. Need to hook up all the cooling lines and everything. But before I do that, like I said, and actually I need to hook up all the wiring. Actually, there's a lot of wiring I need to do. But I'm going to work on taking this pan off, draining it, and getting it replaced with my other pan because I don't like how crushed this one is. Admittedly, I wasn't thinking I was going to be doing this, but that could become the name of this project. Admittedly, I didn't think I was going to be doing this. So, here's the pan that came off the other transmission. And you can see it's been crushed here, pushed in here, wrinkled here. Whereas the pan off of my original transmission is in perfect shape. So I'm going to continue kind of cleaning everything up. I'm probably just going to leave this hanging for now. I'm probably going to put the bad pan on that, just a couple of bolts, and then I will move the camera and get to reinstalling this. But I also have is to install a new transmission filter into the 6R80. I have everything bolted back up. I need to fill the transmission and the transfer case back up with fluid, and I need to check basically all the connections, all the electrical, all the plumbing. I need to make sure everything's tight. So I'm not going to film all this because it's just me pouring in fluid, but I will report back once I have all of that done. Let's see what this transmission does. I haven't changed anything about the tune. So there are a lot of things that could still be off. So if it doesn't do what I'm expecting, it's not that this transmission is faulty. It could just mean I now have to go back into the quick 6 and figure out all the parameters there. I can already tell you it feels smoother. Transmission slip with max pressure. It does feel better. So it's definitely an improvement, but I got to figure out what's going on. Overall, I think this is a step in the right direction. I think we're now fighting tuning. I think there might be some configuration I need to do between the controller and the transmission, but it's been a long day, so I am going to go in and take a shower, and I will come back to this either this evening or tomorrow. See you then. Here's where I'm at currently. I did realize after I walked away from this, I have messed up the wiring on the transmission. I redirected the output speed sensor wire to my MP231 a long time ago, trying to solve a different problem, not realizing that my first transmission was faulty. I'm going to spend some time. I'm going to try to find the output speed sensor wire that goes to my MP231, and I'm going to re-hook it up to the Ford 6R80. So in the morning, I can get up, take it back outside, and see if that sensor is working in this transmission. Once I know that either works or doesn't work, I'll go from there. But that's the first thing I need to figure out. So I will see you hopefully in the morning with the wiring fixed. Oh yeah, even going in reverse, it just said I was going 3 miles per hour. It's definitely working. It's shifted! It shifted! It shifted to 1 gear. Come on. Give me another gear. Yes! Oh. Oh, the shifting is way off, and I gotta fix the shift points. But I went from second to third to fourth. It's... Yes! Oh! I need to tune the crap out of it. I need to hook a computer up to it like immediately and figure out the tune. I need to give a shout out to a couple of people that commented on my last video. I have a ton of boost leaks. I know why I have boost leaks. It's because my clamps are way too big. I need to get one size smaller. We've wrenched them down all the way, and part of the clamp is touching itself, so I can't make it any tighter. And I need so many other things. I need gauges. So actually know what my temperatures and oil pressures and EGTs are, there's a lot left to do. But it shifts. And it shifts on its own. And I don't have to do it.